Alright guys, Zack Snyder's Justice League's cut has released its trailer. They've been hyping this trailer up for the entire week. For some reason, as we get closer and closer to the release date for this cut, I've been getting more excited. At first, I was like, whatever. And now I'm actually getting a little bit more curious as things come to light. And I hope this trailer does increase the hype I have already for this film. So let's check this out.
The bell's been rung.
Is that Lex Luthor speaking? This is from Batman v Superman.
Among the stars.
Themyscira?
The god is
Whoa.
dead.
I had a dream. Almost like a premonition. I think there's an attack coming.
My lord.
Darkseid looks cool, but it just looks like a video game, the CGI. Who knows? Maybe it might get better, I don't know. It's a little inconsistent.
Alliance to defend ourselves.
Oh.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave the red cape at it.
You were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes you the rest of your life, find out what that reason is.
Ooh, Black Suit Superman.
They said the age of heroes would never come again.
It will. It has to.
We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right? Batman.
He already sounds better than he did in the entirety of Suicide Squad. I think this film, it has to be good. If it's not, then it's gonna be quite, disappointing that this cut that people have been long awaiting just is ruined. It just ends up being meh. I mean, anything could be better than the original theatrical cut of the Justice League. I'll tell you right now, it's a guarantee that this is going to be mountains better than that cut we got in the theatrical version of this film. But I think what my expectation or what I'm thinking this film is going to be is 2 hours, 2.5, I think, is going to be an actual film. And the other 2 are 2 hours are going to be more fleshing things out a little bit more, but just mostly fan service. It looks like we're going to be going back to that same nightmare we saw in Batman v Superman, with Batman in the Mad Max style outfit in the desert fighting parademons in Superman's regime or something, in which Superman's being, mind controlled by Darkseid, sort of like the Superman animated series when that happened. So I guess we're going back to that, and then we see Joker, Jared Leto's Joker. And the way he's talking and stuff is a lot more different, and looks like they've really, changed the Joker after the really 100% full negative reaction people had for him back in Suicide Squad. I wasn't a fan of him either. I didn't hate him as many people did, but just from the small snippet we see of him here, he sounds, I don't know, he just looks a lot different. He sounds a lot different too. There's a lot of cool things in the trailer, like there's that bat tank that looks very similar to the bat tank from The Dark Knight Returns, one of my favorite comics, and the animated movie of that comic book is also very good. Looks like we're getting more Darkseid action, and Steppenwolf looks amazing. He looks really good. But I just wish we got the Steppenwolf from how he looked in the comics or the animated series. Like, I wish he looked more like a little bit more human-ish, like he does in the comics, with the goatee, sort of like a little bigger, and he has that black armor with red outlines. I think that would have been really, really cool. Black suit Superman looks really cool. I love that costume that Superman has. I wish it was a little bit more than just the exact same costume, but black and white. But that's fine. It still looks pretty awesome. I like it more than the blue and red. Here's my biggest concern. I feel like Zack is gonna do a lot more of those nightmare sequences that just don't make any sense or just shoehorned in there just for spectacle or fan service, like they were back in Batman v Superman. I hope what we saw in Batman v Superman makes sense here. I think that would be really good. And also, I feel like this movie might be a little off the rail. I feel like instead of fleshing out and building this universe that is the DCEU with this film, I feel like it's just gonna throw a bunch of fan service just so fans could be like, whoa, that's this from that comic, or this is that from that comic, which I'm really afraid of. I'm not saying don't do that at all. Even I would love to see stuff like that, but I don't want that to be the backbone of this film or be put in there just for the sake of fan service. And it would be totally inappropriate and totally it will rail off of the vision the film has. In terms of the visual effects, it seems a little inconsistent, but it's nowhere near the awfulness that was the theatrical cut version. That cut had pretty much most of the CGI in that was terrible, even though the movie was a $300 million budget film. It's a joke. But here, a lot of it looks really good. I think Steppenwolf looks very good. I don't know about Darkseid. I feel like Darkseid is the one that looks lifeless a little. Maybe we need to see more of him. I just feel like his movement feels a lot more animated than smooth. Like, I'm comparing this to Thanos, not because I think Marvel's better or anything, but because they're both big giant people, right? And Thanos moves a little bit more. He has a little bit more complex facial expressions and movement. But it's not like Darkseid is speaking in this trailer, but his whole look and a lot of the environments in this just look like a video game to me. I don't know why. He just looks like a video game. Like, especially that shot when we see Darkseid, Granny Goodness, and the sod or something on the side. I thought that looked way too much like a video game cutscene. Maybe it'll look better. Even if it looks the same when the movie comes out, I wouldn't mind it. It's not awful, but it does kind of look like a video game. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I was looking forward to this trailer. They announced that there were going to be a big trailer this Sunday. I thought it was going to be a little longer, but we got to see lots and lots of new shots, and I'm liking it. And the fact that this movie is coming out next month, March 18th, I think, is crazy because it felt like yesterday that they announced that they're going to do this movie. It's crazy how he was able to, get all these footage, decide on which ones to put in, and totally reinvent some of the sequences that were already in the film, the theatrical version. I don't know how he was able to do all of that in almost under a year. Just crazy. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And let me know what you thought of the trailer in the comments if you've seen it. And other than that, I'm looking forward to this movie. Make sure you'll be seeing a review for this, for sure, for this. It's a big movie. I can't wait. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.